Not now. We can talk afterwards.
By the will of Tutatis, the Romans have arrived, as foretold.
It is your time to shine. Prove to me you're not just a mindless warrior, but also a skilled diplomat.
We are not Dumnorix. In your tongue we are called Duetiacus. He who was known as Dumnorix is a brother to us.
It is I, Roman. I am he who is known as the King of the World. Apologies do not revive the wrongfully slain. Do enlighten us as to the nature of the help you require, Roman.
And do you always get what you want? My name is for my friends. You may call me Vercingetorix, the king of warrior kings. I rule the Arwani. The Vitiacus and Dumnorix are my friends, and the Idui whom they rule are allies of my people. I wish I could say it were nice to meet you, but under the circumstances that would obviously be absurd. That is what they call me, and what my name means in your language. I am the one who has united the tribes. The Vitiacus stubbornly defends his people's fragile and ill-advised alliance with the Romans. And Dumnorix is simply not fond of striking deals with bloodthirsty murderers. Let us say, I represent a kind of middle ground. You have much work to do if you wish to make up for the actions of your countrymen.
You will receive supplies. It is foretold.
My brother speaks out of turn, for he is not the leader of the Idwi. I am. We will give you the supplies you ask for, but expect no more from us, or you shall be disappointed.
cease this unprovoked invasion and leave immediately? Of course, I know your bloodthirsty nature will prevent you from doing that. You will not be satisfied until you've enslaved every single one of us. Feel free to try, Roman. You'll find that Gallia is like no other land. What are you talking about? No one would attack Rome itself. That would be beyond insanity. Do you think my people are dumb?
Lies! The Roman is lying. He's trying to trick you. I told you this was a bad idea.
Even if one of the kings did harbor such ambitions, they would never act on them without my knowledge. That would be the stupidest method of usurping my non-existent throne.
A throne may look like a seat, but a true king enthroned needs no seat.
If what you say is indeed true, Roman, your attacker was no king. There are many warriors among us who offer their services to whomever wants to pay.
With all due respect, I believe that's beside the point. A savage attack was carried out by Gallic forces. It matters very little if they were hired or not.
It matters to me. Roman, you spin an intriguing yarn. I shall look into this, and if you're telling the truth, I shall find whoever's responsible. Meanwhile, stop attacking my people. What about the consul's hands?
As a consul, I am bound by the will of the people.
What does that even mean? Do you not rule Rome?
On the contrary, I am her servant.
We will see each other again, if Tyrannus wills it. Until then, I grant the Idui Limited permission to engage in trade with the Romans.
The Idui alone, I assume.
Of course. It's not like the Eburones would deal with the Romans anyway.
We will speak when the time comes.
I believe there's nothing more to discuss at this juncture. Until we meet again. Ueleti, as you say.
The time has come. Let us speak now. We speak only when there are things to say. Some speak when there's nothing to say. Some do not speak at all. Our brother left now, for now was the time for him to leave. His distaste for your company has very little to do with it. Of details, there is not much to discuss. You will receive what you will receive, and that is what we will provide. It is not for us to choose, for we are not gods. The question is well phrased. To make use of the supplies we will give you, you must survive. It is a threat, but it is not us who are threatening you. You do not know Orgetorix. You don't, and now you will. Orgetorix is the leader of the Helvetii. The Helvetii are currently gathering in order to attack and destroy your legions. The people of the mountains to the east of here. You have invaded our lands. He is an honorable king. He is strong, courageous, and wealthy. He will destroy your legions if he is not stopped. We stand for peace. Orgetorix seeks war. Though many believe otherwise, peace is not achieved through war.
Ordinarily, I would prefer to avoid bloodshed, but a preemptive attack seems like the most sensible action here. Your opinion is noted. In this case, I believe you are wrong. You are ordered to attack and destroy these Helvetii. Killing Orgetorix should prove how powerful our legions are, and send a clear message to other Gallic tribes that we are not to be trifled with. It is your duty to follow my command. You think when I tell you to think. You act as I tell you to act. I shall lead the frontal attack with Legio Ferrata, while you circle around with your speculatores. Trapped between us, Orgetorix should fall quickly. The rest will disperse once the head of the snake is severed. I am merely getting out of your way. After all, when it comes to this kind of operation, you are the expert. In the unlikely event that something goes wrong, you can always rely on me. Deploy your legion when you are ready.
The three care not about emotions. That which is to be done will be done.
It was him who provided the information. I assume for some reason this is precisely what he wants.
Good night. All is well, I hope.
Hey, sunshine.
What do you need, my friend?
I was hoping you would come over.
Magister, what is art?
A very simple question with an easy answer. It is once again all about knowing causes. An ordinary man makes memories. They merely witness things. A master craftsman turns memories into experience, for he knows how a thing works, but not why. An artist knows why a thing works, and therefore can apply his knowledge to all situations.
Are we?
When you witness one death, you have a memory of death. When you witness many deaths, you have an experience of death. Only when you know why you are witnessing death can you be a true warrior. In that case, am I an artist?
Perhaps you are, Bestia.
All is well, I hope.
Our initial position here is not favorable, but we must endure. We're fighting on foreign land against highly skilled warriors who know the terrain inside out. Despite that, we have made a good start. But as usual, some situations will need your personal attention. You will need to take care of whatever problems arise. Gallia is an interesting place, full of weird gods and a multitude of tribes. It's best to be on our toes. Indeed, as usual. It is best not to underestimate the Gauls. They may be barbarians, but they are formidable warriors. They are also well-armed and cunning. A land we conquer can quickly turn into a breeding ground for a rebellion, if we fail to pay attention. Of course, Legate. It is best to react to these situations as soon as possible. Legio Victrix is fighting on two fronts now. We can't afford any distractions. Our way, Legate. I am pleased to report all is well. Sure, there is some grumbling now and then, but that is part of military life. The Legionari respect your command.
Our way, Legate. All quiet. Salway.
Esteemed Romans, you must be the great warrior king that Yorka has challenged. Welcome to my stall then, Legate. Our esteemed host Katirix, king of these mountains and the surrounding forests. What else is there to say? He is our king, and he rules us well. I am not. I hail from the lands of Hispania to the south. They're not so different from here, though, except that most of Hispania is under Roman rule. Anything's of no use to you at all. But for you? I have schematics to craft pristine Roman gladiator equipment. I also sell salvaged equipment of the best possible quality. Oh, but here is a thing you will like. A special Gallic hunting trap. The materials to make it and also the instructions for how. Imagine the possibilities. Then I will hang on to these schematics for someone who does not. Ah, this is a trinket I bought on one of my trips back home. A rare material known as naphtha. I don't think it's useful for anything, but I like the look of it. $100 denarii for a mere stone, are you sure? Well, I won't decline that deal. Of course, as long as you have the denarii. Please be careful to remember where you placed them. They can be quite deadly. Nothing catch your eye? Do come back if you change your mind.
You're quite a handsome man. Shame. That's quite irrelevant to what I'm thinking. Fortunately. It's not so different from here. It is a land of many kingdoms. Rolling fields, deep forests, steep cliffs along the ocean. But it is no place for the likes of you. Best stay away, or your ships will be smashed against the rocks along its coast. I was no longer welcome among my own people. Fortunately, the Idui and the Arwerni do not know of my many, many crimes. To prove a point. Not to you, but to everyone else. We cannot. This is the only right place for us to fight. And he rules it. So, we obey his command, and wait patiently until the time is right. You can count on that.
Welcome, honored Romans. So, you have accepted Yarka's challenge, have you? I am Carterix, and this is my Arena of the Three, a holy place to my people. Since you are not one of us, I offer payment if you will enter the ring. 300 denarii for each match you win. Because I am king. The king of these mountains, their streams and their forests. And, most importantly to you, the king of this arena. Indeed, I have heard descriptions of Rome's arenas, and my own arena is based on those descriptions. Tell me, how do you think it compares to the arenas of your home?
I'm pleased to hear it. Thank you. One does not send Yarka to do anything. When word of your arrival and your reputation reached her, she left at once to challenge you. I will not. Yarka is the champion, but this is my arena. If you two are to fight here, the proper rituals must be observed. Prove before the gods and all the assembled tribes that you are a warrior to match her. That you can overcome the same challenges she faced to earn her position. The line between ritual and entertainment can be quite thin. We do not go out of our way to distinguish here. You will not fight to the death, however. Such events are only for auspicious days of sacrifice.